Hi everyone, my name is Rivka Rosenberg. Today I will teach you a lesson called work, and the vocabulary is from Vocabulary Band 2. Let's begin. The stages we will learn today for vocabulary are as follows. The stages for learning vocabulary. First, I will expose you to the vocabulary, the words. We will talk about the words. Then we will practice. We will play some games. We will produce. And at the end, we will review. So these are the stages for learning vocabulary. Where are we here in the pictures? What do you see? I see a room. It says on the wall Google. So it's probably the Google company. And here, it's the other part of the Google company, and I see balls. Google uses, for their workers use balls to play with each other, and that's how they converse. When you throw the balls, they think that that's how ideas come up. So they can brainstorm for ideas. For example, if I throw a ball to you and I ask you a question, you can answer quickly like that. So they use the balls for group activities, for talking, for conversing. It's a fun way. So we are talking about work today. And today we will learn about Matthew. Matthew works at Google. So this is what Matthew says. Hi, I'm Matthew. I'm in charge of all the computers in Google. When I'm at work and I deal with people, I must dress nicely and talk respectfully. So you see, Matthew is dressed with a suit and tie. He has to dress very respectfully and nicely when he goes to work, of course. This is his work clothing. I love working at Google. That's what he says. During the break, I borrow a bicycle and I do some exercise. So he borrows a bike. This is the company, these are the company bikes. And he can, during his lunch break, or breakfast break, whenever he takes a break, he can do some exercise. Google is a fun company. I love working there. So the words in green I put here because these are important words for you today. That's how I'm exposing them to you, by reading this story. So we're learning about Matthew at the Google company. So the new vocabulary words are at work. I'm sure you know this. This is not new. To dress. Matthew dresses very, very nicely to work. He doesn't just wear a t-shirt and shorts. He wears a suit and tie. Company. Google is a company. Amazon is a company. Uber is a company. Airbnb, if you've heard of that. Those are companies. In charge of. Matthew is in charge of all the computers in Google. In charge of. He has a big responsibility. Deal with people. He talks with people, he negotiates, he does business. This is dealing with people. Respectfully. You have to dress nicely and speak respectfully, talk respectfully when you, to everyone, not just at work, but especially when you work at a very, very famous company. So let's talk about three important words here that I'd like to talk to you about the family of these words, the word family of the word work. So work can be a noun. For example, studying English is hard work. So in this case, it's a noun. He arrived at work early today. That's also a noun. Now, work can also be a verb. I will work hard to improve my grades. I work very, very hard. How does your idea work? This is also a verb. So work can be either a noun or a verb. The word dress is also interesting. There are many meanings for the word dress. If you look in the dictionary, you can see dress as a verb. She showered, she took a shower, and dressed quickly. That's a verb. Dan likes to dress the salad. To put salad dressing, that's dressing the salad. That's also a verb. He adds oil, he adds salt and pepper. That's dressing the salad, making the salad tastier. Dress as a noun. She loves to buy dresses at the clothing store. This is a noun. And an adjective, these are my dress shoes, which I keep for special parties. For example, I have Shabbat shoes. These are my dress shoes. So this is the word dress. It could be a verb, it can be a noun, it could be an adjective. Dress shoes, this is fancy shoes, nice shoes. So this is an adjective here. So I'd like to, now we completed the exposure. Now we're going to go to the practice. Try to match the words in the picture to the pictures, of course. The words below here are company, respectfully, in charge of, and to dress nicely. Try to find the pictures in the next minute or two, and I'll be back. If you haven't had a chance to complete this, let's do this together. So 1A, of course, Amazon is a company. 4B is to dress nicely. The word nicely is missing here, so I'm going to just add it, to dress nicely. You see the man here, he's wearing a tuxedo. He's dressed nicely. In charge of. This person in red looks like he is in charge of the other people. He is over them. For example, a boss is in charge of his or her workers. And respectfully, when you shake people's hands, that's being respectful. Now let's read about the Amazon company. And you have the words here below. Deals with people, company, dresses, in charge of, and at work. So let's look at this text, and I'd like you after to complete this text with the words below. So the first sentence, at the Amazon company, workers must blank nicely. When Matthew has meetings and blank, he must dress nicely and talk respectfully. At Matthew's blank, men must wear, let me erase that. At Matthew's blank, men, it was a mistake. Men must wear long pants and women can wear either blank skirts or long pants. It is the company's law. At the Amazon company, there is a fridge, a refrigerator. Matthew is it. He makes sure he always puts chocolate in it because he's a chocoholic. So try to match these words. And you can just, you can just write the number and the letter. For example, at the Amazon company, workers must blank nicely. So what would go here? We know that you dress nicely. So do we have the word dress here? We have dresses and dress. So dress nicely. So at the Amazon company, workers must dress nicely. So do the rest on your own, and I'll be back to check. Let's review this together. So at the Amazon company, workers must dress nicely. B, when Matthew has meetings and deals with people, of course, he must dress nicely and talk respectfully. At Matthew's company, men must wear long pants and women can wear dresses or skirts or long pants. It is the company's law, so people must wear respectful clothing. D, at the Amazon company, there is a fridge. Matthew is in charge of it. He makes sure he always puts chocolate in it because he's a chocoholic. I hope you answered as I did. Now we will play a fun game. This is a memory game. Let's find the sentence and the picture. Are you ready? So let's look at this. What is this? A man at work. How about this? Every day I have to deal with people at work. Maybe. Probably not. So we turn this over. How about this? What is this? Is it this? No. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, no. The dress is blue. Yes, this fits. The dress is blue. So we keep this open like this. Amazon is a big company. Where do you think this is? Well, this was the person in his office. How about here? Nope. Okay, no. Amazon is a big company. Yes, very good. And here, Rachel is in charge of the group. Did we see Rachel here? No, this is not Rachel. How about here? No. Here? No, I'm at work. How about here? Yes, this is Rachel. Rachel is in charge of the group. Now let's do this picture here. This looks like a boss. How about here? Every day I have to deal with people at work. I don't think so. So how about here? I'm at work. No. Oh, do you remember where I'm at work is? Very good. This is the person at work. So we're still here. How about I get dressed every morning? No, that doesn't fit. How about, oh, we found the kid getting dressed. I get dressed every morning. So what's left? Every day I have to deal with people at work. You can, when you download this PowerPoint, you can play this memory game on your own at home or with your teacher in school. Now, I'd like you to complete this writing activity. Please pick one of the two pictures here. Here we have people at work talking and maybe talking about different ideas. And here you have a man. His office is a little messy, I think. Pick one of these pictures and please write 3 sentences about the picture, but using the new vocabulary words of today. Do you remember the words? At work, to dress, company. We talked about 2 companies today, Google and Amazon. In charge of, people, a boss is in charge of his or her workers. Deal with people and respectfully. So try to write these 3 sentences and I'll be back after you do so. I hope you had a chance to write these sentences, but if you haven't had a chance to finish, you can do this always after the lesson is over. I wanted you to write 3 sentences. First, you had to pick one of the 2 pictures and write 3 sentences about the picture. But I wanted you also to use the words we learned today. So let's play another last game, a review game. Find the pictures by completing the sentences. For example, Janet works at a big blank called Google. What is Google? Company. So we have a part of the picture already. Let's do the second sentence. Dan has to blank nicely to work. He must wear a tie. You see Dan's tie? He must wear a tie to work. So what goes here? Dan has to dress nicely to work. He must wear a tie. And we have one more part of the picture. She blank with people very respectfully. She deals with people very respectfully. She is polite when she talks. She says please, thank you. She shakes people's hands. And the last part of the picture is I am all day. From 7 a.m. until 10 p.m. I work hard. I am at work all day. This is the word you already know. So let's look at the picture. Some days the best part of my job is that the chair spins. This is funny, it's a joke. So some days maybe the job isn't so interesting every day, but the best part of it is that the chair spins. So bravo, congratulations, you found the picture. So the stages we learned today were exposure. I exposed the words to you. We read a story, practiced, we produced, and we reviewed by the memory game and the picture game. Now you can read, understand, and use Band 2 vocabulary words and phrases, and you can engage in creative assignments that include Band 2 vocabulary words and phrases. So thank you very much for watching me today. My lesson was called Work, and it used vocabulary from Band 2. Thank you very much. See you soon. Hi everyone. My name is Rivka Rosenberg. People call me Rivki. Today I will teach you a lesson called accident, and the vocabulary is from Vocabulary Band 2. The stages to learn vocabulary are as follows. Exposure, I will expose you to the vocabulary. I will show it to you, I will read it to you, explain them to you. Practice. Production, we will produce something, an activity, a writing activity, that's production. And a review. Short 4 stages we will do today together to improve your vocabulary. What do you see in the picture? I see a bicycle and food all over. I'm sure the person who was riding this bike had a very bad accident. That's what the picture shows me, right? I am very careful when I ride my bicycle to school. I wear a helmet on my head and I ride only on the bike path. In Tel Aviv, there are many bike paths, so I ride only on the bike path. I remember when once I saw an accident between a bike and a car. It was horrible. So here you see a bike rider and he's wearing a helmet. It's very, very important. And I think this is the bike path because there is, I don't know if you can see it, but the picture of the bike here. So it's called a bike path. By accident, the car did not see the bike rider and he hit him. He hit the rider. The boy who was riding on the bike fell off his bike. He hurt himself and there was blood everywhere. Oh, you can see bloody knees. The police came right away. So this is the accident that I told you about today. The boy was lucky, was very lucky. He did not die that day. Although it is very dangerous, people still ride without helmets. Helmets are very important, so don't forget your helmet when you ride your bike. And here I put funny helmets for you. I'm sure you don't have a helmet like this that looks like a watermelon, and I'm most positive you don't have a helmet that has an ear attached to it like that. So, but you should wear a helmet when you ride your bike. So the words in green are the important words, vocabulary words for today. Accident, by accident, blood, police, lucky, die, although. These are the important words for today. Let's go over the new vocabulary words. Accident is the topic of the lesson. By accident, I broke my pen, by accident. לא התכוונתי, בטעות, by accident. Blood, we all have blood in our body. Lucky, the boy in the story was very lucky he did not die. Die, and the opposite is born. Born, die, or live and die. It also could be the opposite. Although the bike rider did not wear a helmet, he still survived. It was a miracle. And police. I'm sure you know the word police already. Now, I have here 4 pictures. I put here 4 pictures for you and 4 words, and I'd like you to match the word to the picture. The words are accident, blood, lucky, and die. Try to complete this in your notebook. You can write the letter and the number that corresponds to it. Try matching the word to the picture. And I'll be back soon. Let's review your answers together. What do you see here? Of course, an accident. How about this? This is probably a person that died. And this? Lucky. And here, I see blood. I hope you answered as I did. Now let's try to match the missing words to their sentences. Let's look at sentence number 1. My plant blank, so I had to buy a new one. Blank, it rained hard. I still had to go to school. 3, I had a test this morning to see if I'm sick. The next one, the boy had an. Notice the clue, the word an, so you'll need a word that begins with a vowel. And with his bike. The next sentence is, sorry, I broke your pen, blank. I will buy you a new one. I am very blank to study English. It's important. Let me put the letters here. A, accident. B, blood. C, died. D, E, and F. So we have accident, blood, died by accident, lucky, and although. And let me put the numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can match in your notebook the number to the number to the letter. For example, my plant, so I had to buy a new one. What happened when the plant, and you have to buy a new one? So probably the plant died. So I would write here 1C. In my notebook, I would write number 1C. Do the same in your notebook, and I'll be back very soon. Okay, let's review the lesson, the answers together. My plant died, so I had to buy a new one. I hope you answered like this. We did this together. The second one, it rained hard. I still had to go to school. Although, and always remember to begin a sentence with a capital letter. So although it rained hard, I still had to go to school. I had test, of course, a blood test to see if I'm sick. You have a blood test to check if you are okay. The boy had an, and I told you that the clue here is to look for a word that begins with a vowel because of the word an. So the boy had an accident with his bike. Next sentence, sorry, I broke your pen by accident. I will buy you a new one. And the last one is, I'm very lucky to study English. It's important. I hope you answered like this. Take a picture of the slide. This slide is very important for you to understand the words, and it gives you also sentences as examples. Now I would like you to do this writing activity. Look what happened to the car. It fell into the swimming pool. Please write 2 sentences describing the accident in the picture. But I'd like you to use the important words of today. By accident, accident, lucky, although, police, blood, and die. So for example, you can write, I drove my car. By accident, I did not see, I was maybe texting while driving, which you're not supposed to do. And I was distracted and my car, boom, fell into the pool. And I was very lucky that I did not die that day. So these are 2 examples for you that you can write describing the accident in the picture. And I'd like you to use the words of today. So take a few minutes and I'll be back here very soon. I hope you had a chance to do this activity. If you haven't had a chance, perhaps you can take a picture of the slide and you can do this after the lesson is over. I wanted you to write 2 sentences describing the accident that happened here to the car and to the person. I hope the person is okay. Don't forget to use the new vocabulary words from today. The new vocabulary words from today, I'm just reviewing, are accident, by accident, blood, lucky, although, die, and police. Notice that in the word although, I don't pronounce the G. I say although. The tongue has to be between the teeth. Although, for the TH, of course, and you don't pronounce the G. So today we learned stages to learning vocabulary. The first stage was exposure. I exposed you to a text. Then we practiced, we played some games, we produced, and we reviewed. So now it's the end of the lesson, and by now you can read, understand, and use Band 2 vocabulary and phrases. You can engage in creative assignments that include Band 2 vocabulary words and phrases. So thank you very much for watching my lesson about accidents today. My name is Rivka Rosenberg, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye-bye.